back to FITLIKE. So I'm just going to take you through a cool down, one of the many cool down workouts provided here at FITLIKE. So this one in particular is pretty laid back, simple. Starts with V-sit, leg extension. I like this one a lot. I feel like after I'm all warm, ready to cool down, it could feel a little dancey. So I just really extend 1, 2, 3. On 4, I'll just hold this leg up, bring my knee to the floor, and then just stretch. And you can go as deep into that stretch as you want, and then get that leg up 2, 3, and then 4, other side, stretch, and again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and stretch. And let's do one more on each side. Oops, I didn't quite do the right number there, that's okay. It's really more about getting into the stretch anyway. So for about 30 seconds there, I could do that longer if I wanted. So let's go ahead and move on to the next exercise after a brief little break. So plank to downward dog. I love this one too. Really, it just helps you to get that heart rate down nice and gently. So for about 30 seconds, we'll start from our plank and we'll press it back in to downward dog. And you can go as fast or slow as you want into this. Breathing. Pressing the heels into the floor. Engaging the shoulders. Belly button drawn in toward the spine. Getting your heels as close down to the floor, if not touching as you possibly can. Woo. And this is probably about 30 seconds. Last one, you can hold that down dog before gently bring your knees to the floor. Next exercise. Hip flexor lengthening with the foam roller. I love this one. So you place the foam roller gently at your low back, where your bones are, your hip bones. Carefully kind of slide it underneath those hip bones. Gently just take one leg out straight, and from here, very carefully draw the knee in toward your chest, and just let this bottom leg's hip flexor just melt for about 30 seconds. Deep breath in and out. So this is really useful if you feel like your quads are tight or if you're sitting a lot. We're going to do the other side, about 30 seconds. Or for me, I used to let my hip flexors take over a lot in my core workouts. When I was a gymnast, I did that, so I developed a lot of bad habits. So it took into my adulthood to realize I was doing that. And of course, we don't want tight hip flexors. We want them to be able to be flexible and glide. So yeah, this is really useful for me. This hip flexor lengthening with the foam roller. All right, I think that's a little overtime. I love that stretch. Okay, the quad stretch against the wall. I'll try to show it to you sideways. So we'll use these. Let's see how this goes. I've got these 2 yoga blocks as my wall. Let's hope they stay. So I'm just trying to show it to you at a better angle. All right, I'm gonna take, and I could be using a yoga mat right now underneath of me if I needed more padding on my knee. I don't, but I'm always doing this kind of stuff, so I've gotten used to it, but if you need some padding under your knee here, that's totally understandable. It is intense. So you could be as far up as up here. It's, again, a very intense stretch. I'm using this foam roller. You could also use more yoga blocks to kind of help guide me into the stretch so it's not so intense. Or if you want to be hardcore, just get right in there. It all depends on your range of motion. So you see my back knee is bent, and I'm getting deep into the quad. I'm also stretching out that hip flexor. Woo, it's very intense. And if I wanted to take it to another level, straight up front leg, and I could slide out to my split. I lost my wall though. That's okay. I'm going to gently come out of that and try it on the other side. So, whew, this time, get this leg at my 90-degree angle and just stretch. And again, I could use this foam roller. Don't let your foot in the back here just do anything. Point it, flex it, do something with it. Flex kind of helps get into, I feel like the hip flexor a little bit more, but you know, just play around. Whew. If you wanted to add a little back bend, you could. It's your stretch. You could also take it like we tried to before, but I kind of lost it, into your split. And whoop. Again, you can kind of just mush out or take things a little further. All right, gently coming out of that. Ooh, that was a little, ooh. All right, so you could choose to continue to stretch on your own. You could go through that again if you would like, and just give yourself a big pat on the back for getting through your workout, and see you next time.